Hello and welcome to episode 160 of WITM. Corey is not scheduled to be in action on the SmackDown Live, however, still a very important SmackDown Live for him, as it is the eve of the contract signing between Corey and Andrew for WrestleMania week, either at NXT TakeOver London or at WrestleMania 35 itself, between Corey and Andrew for 3 stages of hell. Before that, as I've forgotten to do several times in a row, remember, let's get our rankings update for the WITM 3, starting with Andrew. Andrew is Cruiserweight Champion. Andrew is NXT Champion. Andrew is one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, holding every title there is for him to hold currently as a member of NXT and 205 Live. Andrew has the momentum stats effect stacked as far as it can go, plus 10, so his momentum and defensive attributes are increased by 10 despite not being quite up to the normal standards we see him lately, still with that status effect maxed all the way. As for his rankings, of course, Andrew is NXT Champion, NXT Tag Champion, and Cruiserweight Champion. For the NXT Championship, his top 5 contenders are first Grand Metalik, second Noam Dar, third Austin Aries, fourth Cedric Alexander, and fifth Oney Lorcan. Cruiserweight Championship rankings, exactly the same. And for the NXT Tag Team Championships, the Singh brothers, formerly known as the Bollywood Boys, are the number 1 contenders. Sanity is number 2, DIY number 3, The Revival number 4, and The Golden Truth are at number 5. As for his opponent at WrestleMania week, Corey, a former WWE champion, with an injury he sustained in the fatal 4-way last week, taking the loss and coming away with an injury, should be healed for next week, so probably a good thing that Corey's taking the week off. Definitely does not want to miss that 3 Stages of Hell match or go into it with a major head injury. That's the only stats effect for Corey. As for the rankings and the WWE Championship rankings, he sits at number 2. That should be more than good enough to get inside the Elimination Chamber in 5 days. Well, Seth Rollins will defend the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber against 5 other men. The winner, of course, going to WrestleMania, the defending WWE Champion. As for the Intercontinental Championship, with Corey's recent struggles, losing, I believe, 5 of his last 6 matches, he has slid very far down to number 7, actually in danger, just 4 spots away from that 11th spot at the bottom, where Corey, even if he beats Andrew, could be in the demotion danger zone and still be join Andrew and Austin Aries in NXT. So Corey, either way, could very soon be making his way to NXT, either by losing the 3 Stages of Hell series to Andrew or via regular demotion. As for WITM's newest member, Gerald, still yet to make his Raw debut. Hopefully we'll see it soon. Of course, no stats effects yet, as he has yet to wrestle other than a brief appearance in the Royal Rumble where he made his debut. As for the rankings, Gerald is in the running for the United States Championship on Raw. And nearly in the top 10, sits at number 11, been rising up the rankings despite not wrestling recently. Alright, so it's time for the contract signing between Corey and Andrew for WrestleMania week. And just a disclaimer, because I know To some people, the lines have been kind of blurred as between with some of the things that Corey has said about Andrew. Let me just say, this is a storyline for WITM. The things that the Corey character says are between Corey's character in the game and Andrew's character in the game. They in no way reflect how I really think about Andrew in real life. Andrew's my best friend. I think the world of him. I am so proud of the things he's been able to accomplish over the past couple of years to better himself. And this is just a compelling storyline for our first Season 3 Wrestlemania. And finishing up the aftermath of the Purity Society losing the Season 2 finale. So hopefully you enjoy it. Anyways, Triple H is making his way to the ring, microphone in hand, to start off this contract signing. Let's hear what he's going to have to say.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, dog.
Alright, Triple H speaks. About a year ago, with WrestleMania fast approaching, I embarked across the WWE, looking for 3 men who would go to war for me. Against 3 men who seemed to be a strong, collective unit, seeking to gain complete control of the WWE. These men shared the same goals, the same beliefs, and for the most part, even the same lifestyle. Of course, those 3 men I am talking about were Andrew, Corey, and Austin Aries, the Purity Society. Fast forward to now, and these 3 men are far from a collective unit. One man has done a complete 180, and I am now proud to call him an important ally in making sure that the future of the WWE is bright. The other has a bright future ahead of him, but it feels that a big part of that future has been taken away from him by the other. And so, we are here to address that tonight. With an official contract signing between former best friends turned rivals for a 3 Stages of Hell series of matches taking place during WrestleMania week. Can I please have to the ring first your current Cruiserweight champion, NXT champion, and one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Straight Edge Super Vegan, Andrew. And now can I please have to the ring the former WWE Champion, competing in the Elimination Chamber this Sunday, hoping to reclaim that WWE Championship, the self-professed future of the WWE, Corey.
which is always its style. Strong and equally conditioning to canonize. Gospel of this box populi. Force feeding, misleading.
Triple H speaks. Now, as it stands right now, the current stipulation is this. Should Corey lose the 3 Changes of Hell series, he will forfeit his spot on SmackDown Live and automatically be sent down to NXT. I want to clarify that, Corey. Should you lose, you will not automatically be the number 1 contender to the NXT Championship. And you cannot be promoted just by being the highest ranked non-cruiserweight on NXT. You claim that you are the future of the WWE, you'll have to prove it. You'll have to climb up from the very bottom of the rankings, all the way up past the rest of the NXT roster, and become NXT champion, in order to earn your way back onto the main roster. And so this isn't one-sided against you, Corey. Andrew and I have agreed on some other stipulations as well. Should Andrew lose the 3 Changes of Hell series, he will stick around NXT long enough to defend the NXT Championship and NXT Tag Team Championship. Once those titles are lost, Andrew will leave NXT and wrestle exclusively on 205 Live. So with that said, Corey and Andrew, I'll give you each a chance to speak, and if you agree to the terms laid before you, sign the contract. Andrew speaks to Corey. Corey, are you sure you really want to do this? What exactly is it that you're trying to prove? That you are a talented superstar? You've already proven that. I, along with the rest of the WWE Universe, watched as you scratched, clawed, and climbed your way to get to where you want to be. And though you no longer have it, you did get where you wanted to be. You were a WWE champion, and no one can ever take that away from you. And in 5 days, you can prove yourself once again and walk out of the Elimination Chamber a 2-time WWE champion and go on to main event WrestleMania as a defending champion. Or you can become the number 1 contender and go to WrestleMania and challenge for the WWE Championship. But Corey, if we have this 3 Stages of Hell series, and just like most of our past matches, you come up short, all the fighting, scratching, and clawing you've done your entire career means absolutely nothing. The WWE Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, SmackDown Live, WrestleMania, it all goes away for the foreseeable future, and possibly forever. Even after all this, I still wish the best for you. I still consider you to be a smart person. But Corey, if you sign that contract, it will be the dumbest decision you have ever made. I will make sure you regret it. So the choice is yours, Corey. Choose wisely. And Corey responds to Andrew. What I am trying to prove, will prove, is that I am simply better than you. I've watched week after week as you parade around like you're some kind of hero. The man who cares oh so much about the future of the WWE and that takes away their championships, their tickets to the main roster, and greatness. But like I said before, I don't care about them. What I care about is what you've taken away from me. My goals, my dreams, my championships, the peak of my career, all taken away from me because of you. WrestleMania week, I will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that I am better than you, that I am the real future of the WWE, and then finally I can stop watching you parade around NXT like you're some kind of hero. And then, finally free from you and the thought of you, I can move on with my career. And Corey tries to attack Andrew, but Triple H breaks it up. But before that, Corey and Andrew, after speaking to the other person, have each signed the contract. It is official. Corey and Andrew will face each other in a 3 Stages of Hell series of hardcore matches during WrestleMania week, either at NXT TakeOver London or at WrestleMania 35 itself, depending on the circumstances, depending on if Corey walks out of Elimination Chamber as WWE Champion or not. Alright, so for now, it's business as usual, and we sim this SmackDown Live. As Corey's not featured on it, still recovering from that head injury. So we'll jot down these results and find out what our next WITM match is. Likely a AA Hardcore Cruisers match on NXT. The Usos defeat Cesaro and Sheamus. Mickie James with a non-title victory over Eva Marie and Nikki Bella. Alexa Bliss defeats Mandy Rose. Charlotte defeats Aaliyah. Lots of women's action on this SmackDown, 3 in a row. Jinder Mahal defeats Seth Rollins with a non-title victory over the WWE Champion. Jinder Mahal, surprisingly in real life, getting a main event push. Currently the number 1 contender to the WWE Championship, and here in WITM he defeats the WWE Champion. And Sami Zayn defeats Finn Balor. Now we move on to NXT. Will we see Andrew in action, likely in a AA Hardcore Cruisers match? And we will. You see Andrew and Aries pictured there in the middle. And it looks like Tommaso Ciampa has recovered from his head injuries he suffered a few weeks ago. And the match DIY had with the AA Hardcore Cruisers. And this week, that's going to be the AA Hardcore Cruisers taking on Breezeango in an elimination tag match. And since we did not start this episode with NXT, we will have to watch the intro package. So let's get to it and kick off this NXT.
sleep on the way that I keep on in 20.
Alright, so we start off with TM61 getting a victory over Neeson Gulak. And Carmella defeats Peyton Royce. Alright, so let's get into our episode 160 match. Hopefully this time the WWE Hardcore Cruisers can actually wrestle their match without interference. Last week they tried to face the Revival, and one half of the Revival, Scott Dawson and Hideo Itami, attacked Andrew. Will they actually have their match this week as they look to take on Breezeango? Let's find out here in episode 160. It's the WWE Hardcore Cruisers and Breezeango elimination tag, non-title action.
It's the highly anticipated battle between these teams, and it's happening right here next. Finally, we have a team led by one of our breakout talents against Team Tyler Breeze. Oh, yes!
I'm taking back what's mine, I ain't giving in to what they tell me. Nah, I ain't listening. Can't deny I was made for this. Shove it back in the faces you say I'd miss. I'm taking back what's mine, I ain't giving in to what they tell me. Nah, I ain't listening. Can't deny I was made for this. Shove it back in the faces you say I'd miss. Can't help but feeling like a beast in the cage. Somebody let me out, I'm about to feast on the rage. I'm piecing the plays together while y'all sleep on the way that I keep on it 24/7, I'll sleep in the grave. Ha! And you can bet that, cause if you're thinking for a minute that you're catching me slipping, you can forget that. It's probably obvious I came for the throne. Snatch the crown from your dome, now the king's come home. I'm taking back what's mine, I ain't giving in to what they tell me. Nah, I ain't listening. Can't deny I was made for this. Shove it back in the faces you say I'd miss. I'm taking back what's mine, I ain't giving in to what they tell me. Nah, I ain't listening. Can't deny I was made for this. Shove it back in the faces you say I'd miss. Pay attention, better listen close.
What makes all of us hate? We're all the same. We roll the dice and we play your game. We complicate, show us the way. Before it's too late and the whole thing breaks. We have a name, we My eyes, when you look at me, they are so gorgeous, they'll set you free. Could it be my walk, or just my stare, that makes you freeze when I appear? Super good looking, every hair in place, everyone loves this gorgeous face. You can't deny my beauty shot on everything that you are not. Part man, but all model. Am I what you want? Am I who you follow? Don't try and fight it, you can't deny. This is perfection, personified. Piercing eyes and a chiseled jaw, molded by the gods without a flaw. Can you feel the presence of greatness near? This hair, this look, Prince Pretty's here. Super good looking, every hair in place, everyone loves this gorgeous face. You can't deny my beauty shot on everything that you are not.
Alright, so here we go. Last time these two teams faced off, the AA Hardcore Cruisers
And all four of these
made very quick work of Breezeango. Will Breezeango, in real life, the #1 contender to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, put up a better fight this time? Or will the AA Hardcore Cruisers walk away with another swift victory?
Wait to see which one of these teams will be standing at the end.
Kick to the back of the leg of Breeze. Neckbreaker.
as much as what happens inside that ring.
Reversal by Tyler Breeze.
What punishment? I mean,
Drop
the back
kick
of the
connects.
cranium is just being pummeled. This
Stomp
guy's
to the
gonna
back.
have a permanent headache.
Reversal by Andrew and a running
I
clothesline.
mean, it's definitely a first tonight. This is great. This guy will try
Trying to take
anything.
flight, but Fandango breaks it up. Andrew,
Tyler Breeze on the
this
defensive
time,
now. And you have to
launches a
assume his
springboard
partner
leg
is just
drop right
itching
off
to get
of
in there right about
right in front
now.
of Fandango. Nice move there by Andrew. Andrew drags Breeze
And on top
into
of
the
that, John,
corner.
these two guys couldn't be any more evenly matched at this point.
And
These
super
are
kick
taking
party,
some
Shades of the
serious
Young
pain here.
Bucks. As Austin Aries comes in
Austin
and
Aries
makes the
makes the
cover.
cover.
Very nearly makes quick work of Tyler Breeze again, but he powers out at 2.5.
He's certainly showing us
Elbow
something
strike to the
new
head.
from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
And takes flight with a springboard maneuver there. Reversal by Breeze. And leg sweep.
That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often.
Stomp to the arm.
Offense like this is exactly
Knee
how a
to the
competitor
hip.
takes control of a match.
It's the way I always used to do it.
Punch to the back. Shook into
Taking
the
this type
ropes
of
and drop
punishment
kick
must
by
be damaging to
Fandango.
his sternum.
Damaging to his entire chest.
Oh, check that out. We have a first here this evening.
That
Series
was
of punches
awesome.
by Aries.
The back region
And
taking the brunt of the
suplex.
punishment here.
Stomp to the back of the head. Fandango avoids another
Not
stomp.
silly
Elbow
by that
strike.
Great offense by
And
Austin
takedown
Aries.
by Aries. Stomp to the elbow. And Fandango tags in Tyler Breeze. Fandango attacking the neck. Breeze forces Aries in a seated position. Knee to the back.
I mean, it's definitely a
Now
first
stomp to
time.
the arm.
is great. This guy will try
Breezeango put
anything.
up a much better fight than they did last time these two teams met. Stomp to the back of the head. Forces Aries in a seated position. Targeting the head. Forces Aries to his feet. Into the Breezeango corner.
And here is
Tags
Fandango
in
in off the tag.
Fandango.
Oh, you can't
And
take many more
slams
shots
the
to
head of
face
Aries
like that.
into the boot
Yeah,
of
this guy's never
Fandango, who
gonna
goes
Here's
for
a
cover.
cover.
And Aries powers out at 2.
I like how
Fandango
slow he is to react right now.
taunts Austin Aries.
Nice
Reversal by Aries with a punch.
Whoa, now that's
Let's
a
take the
counter.
last chancery, I think, but Fandango is able to reverse.
All this demoralizing
Tilted
damage to
whirl,
Austin Aries.
Hurricane
How can
Rana.
he take the upper hand here? This tag team match is
Reversal by
dangerously
Aries.
close to getting out of control
And
for
big
him.
running
Man,
clothesline.
he looked incredibly confident coming
Stomp to
into this
the
match.
elbow.
Now, not so much. I've told you this over and over again,
Tags
Michael.
in
Every
Andrew.
WWE superstar knows that you have to be aggressive in order to be successful. But this competitor really takes it to a whole new level.
Reversal by Andrew into a
Nice
suplex.
reversal.
Drags Fandango closer to center ring.
Man, that got him
And
good.
knockout
He landed a
blow.
perfectly placed strike. That'll send a message to your adversary, all right.
Right, and the message reads
Reversal by Fandango.
PAIN. He anticipated
Reversal
that
by
move
Andrew.
perfectly. Whoa, now that's a counter.
Reversal by Fandango.
Great reversal.
Reversal by Andrew. We got a reversal fest going on here. Andrew gets behind the leg of Fandango and attacks the ankle.
Austin Aries with the tag.
Tags in Austin Aries. Aries.
I must say, I'm
attacking the
amazed that
blade of Fandango.
Fandango's still in this match. How can he take all this punishment? He can't be happy with how this is going right now.
Well, these guys have been so tightly matched up until
Aries
now, but this might be
removes
where
the
that
top
finally
turnbuckle.
starts to change. And
Reversal by
considering what he's been through
Fandango.
so far tonight, you have to wonder if that oversized ego of his has taken a hit at all.
Crushing damage directly delivered to the back.
Kicked by Aries. Aries on top of that, or to the
He's
middle
in position,
turnbuckle rather,
ready
not
to
trying to
strike.
climb that exposed turnbuckle. Wise move. And Hurricane Rana by Aries.
Region.
Forces Fandango to his feet. Irish whip into that exposed turnbuckle.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his
Forces
ribs
Fandango to
have
his
bore
feet.
the brunt of the attack.
Man, I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution.
And
Damage
again,
ribs
forcing
like that can make it
Fandango
hard
into
to
that
breathe.
exposed turnbuckle. Tags in Andrew. And double team maneuver by the
Austin Aries is in
Hardcore
serious trouble.
Cruisers.
Is there anything that can be done?
Andrew gets the cover, center ring.
Oh, and the reversal
Fandango
by
powers out
Tyler
at 2.
Breeze.
All 4 men in the ring now. Reversal by
Well, as
Fandango.
much as you may hate to say it, Fandango's too good on his feet to get hit with that.
Expanding the repertoire with that
Slam
move.
by Fandango as Aries still tries to make his way out of the ring.
I believe that is the first time tonight
Punch to the
we've
back.
seen that move.
Andrew with a reversal.
He's on the defensive here. Headed into this
Suplex by
match, he and his partner
Fandango.
look extremely
Stomp to
confident.
the arm.
I don't know. This appears to be nothing more than a little stumble along the way.
Reversal
Yeah,
by
but I wouldn't get too
Andrew.
concerned for him. I'd still say he's
And
an
knocks in the
unfair
rolling knee
forced to
bar.
submission. This might
This
be
move
it.
was able to put away Breezango last time. Will it do so once again? It's locked in well. And Fandango does tap out.
Fandango's
Tyler
done.
Breeze stands
And not a
alone for
moment too
Breezeango.
soon, if you ask me.
This is a wreck.
Hurricane
He's
Rana.
moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.
Series of punches to the head of Andrew.
Uh-oh. What is Tyler
Breeze
Breeze
looking
going
to
to do
take
here?
flight.
Oh, sometimes when you
But
go high
Andrew is able
risk,
to
you
evade.
crash and
Stomps to the
burn.
back of the
And
head.
sometimes you knock it out of
Forces
the
Breeze
park.
to his
And
feet.
that was a perfect example of hitting it
Hard
big.
kick to the corner. Into that exposed turnbuckle. Andrew's looking to finish this
Oh,
match
he's
with
in
a
trouble
flat
now.
line.
This might not end well.
And it connects. Andrew goes for cover.
Shoulders down.
But Tyler Breeze powers out at 2.
Turning it around. It's
Reversal by
Tyler
Breeze.
with the reversal.
And he gets out of the way.
Andrew
Inside
with a
cradle.
roll-up
Shoulders
cover.
are down.
And Breeze powers out at 2 once again.
With the tag is Austin Aries.
Tags in Austin Aries. Andrew with a punch before returning to the apron.
And he just found out that's not the place you want to be.
Not ever.
Breeze
never.
goes for cover. Aries powers out at 1.5. Breeze drags Aries closer to center ring.
Hump day. Hopefully this WWE
Series
action is
or
helping to
a
get through
knee
those
to the head of
midweek
Aries.
blues.
Forces Aries
Really
up.
pushing his opponent to the limit here.
Super kick connects.
Austin Aries goes down hard.
Breeze
Wow, he's still down
in the
after that.
corner, taunting Austin Aries.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen
Aries
him in.
avoids the stomp. Reversal by
And it's Tyler
Breeze.
Breeze executing the reversal. Uh-oh.
Now
He's in
Breeze
position, ready to strike.
setting up
Oh, Tyler Breeze
and
may
connects
have
with the beauty shot. Goes for cover. And nearly equalizes this match, but Andrew is
You don't
there
see that move every
to break
day.
up the cover.
He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
Reversal by Aries.
Just trying to goad his opponent into
Aries
making a
fires
mistake
up the
here.
NXT universe.
Now, why did he do that?
Punch to the
A
back.
move like that's low. It's appalling, if you ask
Neck
me.
breaker.
Totally disrespectful.
Well, when he sees the belt, he
Aries
likes to
in the
hit below
corner,
it.
looking for that running clothesline.
He's in a
And
world
it
of trouble.
connects.
Much more of this, and I doubt he'll be able to continue.
Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over.
Hold on. You have to think one of these times he goes for his
Elbow
finisher.
to the
He'll
head of
actually
Breeze.
finish this thing.
Now Aries looking for last chance
I
here.
can't believe these guys are even still competing. What a match.
And it's locked in. Will it be another submission
He's had enough.
elimination
This could
for
be
the
it. He's
hardcore
wearing him down
cruisers?
with a very effective submission hold.
And no, Tyler Breeze is able to break the hold just barely. But definite damage done to the shoulder
He
of
was one
Tyler
step ahead on
Breeze.
that one.
Reversal by Aries. Irish up into the corner.
WWE fans watching this match all around
Forces
the
Aries
world.
into
We
the
wanna
tree
say
of
hi
woe.
to 'em, all the countries.
And
even
forces the
Manila, where
boot
I use their
into
emblems.
the head of
Manila's out of
Aries.
country.
Drags Aries closer to center ring and goes for cover.
Will it be?
1, 2.
And Andrew again is there to break up the cover.
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King. But I still don't see him giving up.
Breeze.
Oh, I
A
think
stomp
this
to
man
the
needs
groin of
business.
Aries.
What a crushing
Elbow drop.
blow to the ribs.
Look at this. He's just barely moving.
Axe handle to the
I'm not
ankle.
sure he can get back to his feet.
Aries with an Irish up into the corner.
He anticipated that move
Reversal
perfectly.
by Breeze.
Oh, and the reversal by Tyler Breeze.
Another reversal by
Strikes like
Breeze
that
into
can
a
end
spinning
this one
back
in a hurry.
fist. Breeze low on stamina,
He
can
can do it. I
capitalize,
think he's
goes for
got it.
cover.
2.
Very nearly eliminates Austin Aries, but again, Andrew's
Extra
there to make the
slow
cover.
getting back to his base here.
or rather break up
At
the
this
cover.
point, Cole, it's got to be getting hard to breathe. That chest is taking quite a beating.
They're gasping for air.
Reversal by Aries.
As this continues, it's harder
Drop
and harder
kick
to catch your
connects.
breath. Yeah, that'll take the wind out of your sails.
Tyler Breeze
Reversal by
turns it around.
Breeze.
Oh, big DDT. That could be it.
DDT by
Look how
Breeze.
slow he is to recover here. That was some
Reversal
serious
by
punishment.
Aries.
Looks like somebody wants back in this match.
Tags in Andrew.
Man, he's still down after that move. I almost wonder if his bell got seriously wrong there.
He's got to be
Springboard
vigilant
leg
about
drop
not
connects.
taking any more damage
Stomp
to
to the
neck.
arm. Another stomp. Drags Breeze closer center ring.
What a battle. And for Tyler Breeze, unable to
And
avoid
Tyler
being
Breeze is
dashed.
busted open. You know he won't be happy about that. The man who
He
calls
needs to
himself
dig way
Prince
down deep
Pretty
if he wants to keep going
spends
now.
lots of times taking selfies of himself. Now he's going to have a nice big scar on that forehead of his.
Oh, and the reversal by Tyler Breeze.
He was able to reverse that.
Neckbreaker and reversal by Andrew. Forces Breeze to his feet.
If he keeps this up, this
Andrew
will be
attacks
over
the
in no
ankle.
time. When he gets going like this,
Shot to
there
the
are a few
leg.
better.
Forces Breeze to his feet.
Not this. He's looking at it again.
One knee bar locked in to move that eliminated Fandango. Will it do the same
Really
color
going to work
Breeze?
here. Just wrenching that thing.
Yes, it will. Andrew eliminates both members of
They tapped out.
Breezango with the Roy
It's
knee
all
bar.
over.
It's a victory for the double A Hardcore Cruisers.
What makes all of us hate? We're all the same. We roll the dice and we play your game. We complicate, show us the way. Before it's too late and the whole thing breaks. We have a name, we all create. Everything else from mistakes we made. We'll make a change, we'll concentrate before we suffocate. Can't hold this in and keep it quiet any longer. We're falling in and now these feelings getting stronger. Take my breath away. Now I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to retrace my steps back to wherever I messed up. Is forever enough? I'm holding. I know you'll be there whenever I wake up.
Alright, so the double A Hardcore Cruisers regain momentum, defeating Breezango. Put up a much better fight this time around.
These fans are hoping the next match is as entertaining as the last. Chaos will reign in our triple threat match. Next, we have one of the best talents on the roster to date, taking on two of the toughest competitors the WWE has to offer.
And we'll get the rest of these results for this NXT and then find out what our next WITM match is going to be. Sawyer Fulton defeats Angelo Dawkins and Mustafa Ali. Roderick Strong defeats The Big Show. Andrade Almas defeats Grand Metalik. And Eric Young defeats Arya Davari. Now we move on to Raw's portion of main event, where we finally get to see the Raw debut of Gerald. We have Liv Morgan versus Emma, Hype Bros versus Gallows and Anderson, and Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. Unfortunately, we are still going to have to wait to see Gerald make his Raw debut. Alright, so Emma defeats Liv Morgan. The Club defeats the Hype Bros. And The Miz defeats Dolph Ziggler. Now we move on to SmackDown's portion of the main event, where we already know there's not going to be any WITM matches. And so we'll simulate this. Mark Henry defeats Jinder Mahal. Aaliyah defeats Billie Kay. And Sami Zayn defeats Intercontinental Champion Sheamus in a non-title victory. Now we move on to 205 Live, where we see Andrew in action. We will. He's pictured there. And it's scheduled as a match between the Singh brothers and the AA Hardcore Cruisers. However, since Andrew already wrestled at NXT, a tag match on NXT, he gets a singles match on 205 Live. So that match we changed to a singles match against a random Cruiserweight opponent. So Andrew will be wrestling on 205 Live in a singles match against a randomly determined Cruiserweight opponent. We find out who that opponent is in episode 161. Until then, this is Corey, signing off.